Amanda Anisimova bags over 3x Coco Gauff's SW19 winnings as Aryna Sabalenka threat looms. In a stunning turn of events during this year's Wimbledon Championships, Amanda Anisimova has surged into the spotlight, not just for her incredible performances on the court, but for her financial triumphs that have eclipsed some of the sport's biggest names. Most notably, Anisimova has secured winnings more than 3 times the amount taken home by American tennis star Coco Gauff, creating a buzz that's rippling through the entire tennis world. As her triumph echoes across SW19, a new threat looms large in the form of Aryna Sabalenka, setting the stage for a thrilling potential clash between two formidable forces of women's tennis. Amanda Anisimova's triumphant resurgence. Amanda Anisimova's story is one of resilience, rediscovery, and reignited passion. Having stepped away from tennis due to mental health struggles and physical fatigue, Anisimova's return to competitive tennis in 2024 marked the beginning of a powerful comeback arc. Wimbledon 2025 has turned into the battleground where she's not only proven she belongs at the top but also shown that she can dominate. Her path through the tournament has been nothing short of extraordinary. With each match, she has grown in confidence, power, and precision. Her forehand has found its rhythm, her movement across the grass courts has been fluid, and her on-court composure reflects a maturity beyond her years. While many considered her an underdog heading into the tournament, her recent performances have swiftly silenced the doubters. Outsizing Coco Gauff's earnings at Wimbledon. What truly captured attention, however, was the massive disparity between her earnings and those of fellow American star Coco Gauff. Despite Gauff entering the tournament as one of the top seeds and enjoying a wave of fanfare and expectation, her exit in the early rounds meant she walked away with a relatively modest check. In contrast, Anisimova's deep run into the latter stages of the tournament has seen her prize money skyrocket, totaling over 3 times what Gauff has earned. This surprising financial contrast is emblematic of the unpredictable nature of Grand Slam tennis. While Gauff is a consistent performer on tour and a regular face in the top 10, Wimbledon proved once again that it's not just about ranking. It's about form, resilience, and seizing the moment. Anisimova has done just that. The economic impact of success. For Amanda Anisimova, the substantial increase in earnings is more than just a number. It represents validation. After years of battling adversity, from personal losses to injury setbacks, the financial rewards reinforce that her decision to return to the sport was worthwhile. Beyond prize money, this newfound success is also expected to attract a fresh wave of endorsements, sponsorship deals, and commercial interest, all of which could propel her into the upper echelons of tennis stardom. On the flip side, Coco Gauff's early exit has raised questions. Was it pressure? Fatigue? Bad luck? Regardless, the earnings comparison has become a headline story not just in tennis circles but also across broader sports media. It's a stark reminder that in the world of elite sport, narratives can change in a heartbeat. Aryna Sabalenka, the giant in the room. While Anisimova celebrates her ongoing Wimbledon run, there's one name on the horizon that casts a long, imposing shadow: Aryna Sabalenka. Known for her explosive power, fierce competitiveness, and relentless drive, Sabalenka is widely seen as one of the biggest threats in the women's game. Even without stepping onto the grass at SW19 this season due to injury speculation or potential late withdrawals, her presence is still felt. Sabalenka's reputation alone is enough to unnerve even the most seasoned pros. But for Anisimova, this could be the ultimate test. If their paths cross in the upcoming stages, it would be more than just a match, it would be a battle of mental fortitude, tactical depth, and sheer will. A clash between Anisimova and Sabalenka would be emblematic of the new era of women's tennis. Gone are the days of predictable champions and one-dimensional strategies. Today, the women's field is deeper than ever, with explosive matchups and upsets at every turn. And this potential showdown is one that fans, commentators, and analysts are eagerly anticipating. The tactical matchup, Anisimova versus Sabalenka. If this dream match materializes, it would offer a fascinating tactical battle. Anisimova's silky ground strokes and intelligent shot placement would be up against Sabalenka's powerhouse serves and brutal baseline aggression. On grass, where every millisecond counts and low bounces are unforgiving, the contrast in styles would be amplified. Anisimova will likely look to exploit Sabalenka's occasional inconsistency and tendency to go for broke. By staying patient, moving Sabalenka side to side, and using her own surprisingly effective serve, Amanda could find openings. On the other hand, Sabalenka will look to dictate the tempo early, applying relentless pressure to deny Anisimova the chance to settle into her rhythm. Psychologically, both players have something to prove. Sabalenka wants to reassert her dominance following some shaky performances earlier in the year. Anisimova wants to show that her resurgence isn't just a one-off fairy tale, it's the beginning of a new era. The broader landscape of American women's tennis. Anisimova's rise comes at a pivotal time for American tennis. For years, the sport in the US has leaned heavily on Serena and Venus Williams. As the torch passes to the next generation, players like Gauff, Anisimova, and others are under the microscope. Their every win, loss, and paycheck is analyzed for what it means to the state of the sport in America. Gauff's marketability and consistency have made her a media darling, but Anisimova's fiery resurgence adds a new layer to the narrative. There's now legitimate competition for the title of America's top female player, not just in rankings, but in impact. Anisimova's Wimbledon run is not just personal redemption, it's a statement for the future of American tennis. She's proved that she's ready to shoulder the responsibility, to inspire the next generation, and to elevate women's tennis in the United States once again. Financial windfalls and what comes next. With over 3 times Gauff's Wimbledon winnings now in her bank account, Anisimova's life off the court is about to change dramatically. Beyond tennis, she'll find herself in high demand for brand partnerships, promotional campaigns, and perhaps even crossover opportunities in fashion or media. Her story, of leaving tennis, finding herself, and returning stronger than ever, is one that resonates far beyond sport. Her increased financial standing also means more control over her schedule, training, and team. She can now invest in specialized coaches, medical staff, mental health professionals, and other resources that will only strengthen her game. In the modern game, these behind-the-scenes investments often make the difference between winning a slam and falling just short. But with financial success comes increased pressure. She'll no longer be the underdog flying under the radar. The world now expects her to perform, not just once, but consistently. The global spotlight shines bright.